Okay, hi. Welcome back to the Kuzunoha Detective Agency, everyone. We're going to be talking about Monarch, a new game created by SMT developers, like the classic ones, and the new E3 presentation of SMT5.
Imagine us going over SMT stuff and other stuff on a theme channel like this.
Yes. As much as I want to talk about 5 first, I want to save the best for last.
Of course, of course.
So, first, I want to tell you the story about how I freaking found Monarch.
Okay.
There was this weird teaser for a game that was called a new school RPG, quote unquote.
Right.
And it had some SMT developers on there, and my eyebrow raised. So I made sure to watch it. A couple days later, they say the name is Monarch, and post a creepy, like, website with a phone number on it. And I call it. Nothing happens because it's a Japanese phone number. I'm like, no, I'm not flying that. And so I find a way to call Japanese phone numbers with line. And what I get on the other line is just like a bunch of people moaning and screaming. And then an old guy talking.
I'm actually gonna add the clip in right now for that.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And it was pretty creepy. But what the old guy said at the end was like, "Welcome back, my foolish children." Something like that. And I was really intrigued then. I was like, this sounds hardcore. This sounds like SMT1, like Doomsday stuff.
Yeah, as all I know is whenever I listened to that, I was just like, I knew to expect this. I'm a little disturbed right now, if I'm being honest.
I was so excited. I was showing people and we were like, dude, this is freaking crazy. And then they showed it was a high school game. With like cool anime protagonists, and I was immediately like, oh.
Oh.
Okay, well, I mean, it could still be good. And then they said that it is a game, is their second attempt at SMT if. And I was like, okay. So there are 4 party members to choose from, and you only get one, and your ending changes depending on who you picked.
That's pretty good to me.
Yeah. From what I remember, SMT if had this issue where one of the party members was the best one, like the true ending, while the others had bad endings, basically. And that was
I understand.
I didn't like that, so I hope they avoid that.
As well. Very pleasant. Also, I want to go on a little tangent. If nobody understands what SMT is, it is a divulge from the original SMT timeline. So SMT 1 through 5, I'm pretty sure, is all in the same universe.
Not quite.
Not quite. Okay.
Yeah. 1 and 2 are in the same universe.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And if is Ultimate Timeline.
Well, yes.
So.
Yeah. And so 3 through 3 and 4 are different timelines then?
Yes.
Okay.
And for Apocalypse, it's not canon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't count that one.
That one's separate.
Well, ignore what I'm saying
Yeah.
then with that. But the point is, if is what technically is what starts the Persona timeline.
Yes.
They don't like. I don't know if like they ever established it. Like I'm not sure if like someone ever told it point blank from like the story perspective or from our developer has. But we've kind of pieced it together. This is
The female protagonist is in
Persona 1.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so well, there you go then. Yeah. That's how also you piece together that all the Persona games are also
In the same timeline.
Yeah, because if you pay attention, there's characters from 1 that are in 2. If you pay attention to 3, there's a group from 1 that's in 3. And if you're in 4, you go to school in 3, and 5, you see characters in 4. So guess what? All connected. I don't care what anybody says.
It's true. It's true.
It's...
And if starts it, because it is an alternate timeline where the main characters of 1 stops the apocalypse.
Yes.
I didn't delete it yet. Put it in trash, but I didn't.
It's alright, he's going to edit in post.
Okay.
Or CIA.
But, the main draw of If is that you are stuck in a school with someone who wants to kill everyone there with demons. And you have to find a way out.
Yeah, and he was the freaking, I think he was a student council, like, body member or something like that.
Right, yeah.
But it's very clear that it's not the once student body council anymore, who's at least having his body at least. I'll be straight up honest here. Even though we've seen this channel, I'm not a very big person who's divulged in SMT2. Almost finished one, and I've got a little rant here. So if anybody knows anything about the 1 translation, it's that the law side, for some reason, is not allowed in it. So, like, they straight up blocked it. So but the thing is that I was able to get guns in my playthrough, and then you guys were like, oh, well, I guess somehow you have the one that just laws are law. I get to the part where law is, and God just gets angry at me for some reason, and I have to kill him. But I've already killed the Sin Lady as well. So guess what? Where the heck do I go from here? And then I try to go down the neutral path, and the guy's like, oh no, you've already picked your path. I'm like, I can't pick this path. I killed God just now.
Well, it wasn't God, it was
It was a priest. Dude.
Or an apostle or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Something that's like, whatever. I forget what they call them, but yeah, so that's my thing with 1. It's a good game, but I'm so salty about that.
Yeah.
2, I still need to finish. I was past the halfway point. Only problem about SMT games, especially older ones, is not help you if you freaking cannot remember where you last saved off. So I need to figure that out.
Yeah.
But I will be getting back on that soon because SMT5 is coming. But that's besides the point because we're on this.
Yes.
But the person who has actually beaten If is
Me.
Joshua here.
I'm the only one that's actually beaten it.
So
because Sloth is a terrible dungeon.
when we
Sloth
talk
is awesome.
when we talk about Monarch, you'll be like, hey, that was an SMT5 reference. But
Did they actually get a release date for that?
yes.
Oh,
I don't remember.
October.
this year?
Yes, this year.
Oh no!
And
We've got two SMT games.
The Japanese, the English will come out 2022.
Oh.
But the Japanese copy will translate the English patch, or they'll patch in the English translation when it's done.
What the frick's the point then? You may as well release that version to us as well. I mean, not a huge problem. I just get that imported. There's multiple ways to do that, but why?
Because I mean, people are not going to import Monarch all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know.
But
I mean, I don't care. I'll probably get that day one, or probably have that ordered.
the main things that you'll notice from SOT If is you're stuck in a school.
Yeah.
Is a horror-themed school where there is a crazy chaos student council president who wants everyone to get out, no matter the cost. And there is a well-intentioned old priest man who is getting really angry that people are killing each other, which makes me think he's going to be the crazy law guy.
Probably.
And Commissioner Gordon is the principal.
That's funny.
It's not wrong.
Yeah.
But and so you're gonna, I hope you don't choose at the beginning, but you're gonna choose between Hope route, which is a girl based off of the knight in chess.
Okay.
And she believes that if everyone works together, they'll get out fine if we all protect each other. There was the Bishop Faith route. She's like a goth girl who is the bishop in chess, and I don't remember what her deal was, but her keyword was faith, so she might be law.
Possibly.
The rook was a tall guy named Gluttony, who uses dual guns, which is really rad.
Yeah.
And he's basically a very angry dude who wants to help you out and get out, making me think he might be Chaos.
Maybe.
And then the last one is a really short girl with glasses who is the queen. I shut off the ring here.
That's funny.
But
Well,
she's based off the queen, which makes me think she's the true ending. I forgot what her keyword was, but sloth.
my favorite dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was basically like a shy librarian before the thing got destroyed. And you will be getting your own Morgana cutesy bunny guy who is the old guy.
Oh.
From the teaser.
Awesome.
I was not expecting that.
Okay.
And they will bring back tons of SMT 1 and 2 stuff, like digit puzzles and alignments and stuff.
And what about the combats?
The combat is a mix of SRPG and JRPG, but it has 6 party members. One will be you, the party member you chose, and your fiends, which are little dolls that you like make the stats of, like mixing different weapons and armor parts on top of them.
Huh. Okay.
And also, your character their stats will be determined by their ego, which is every time you answer something in the story, depending on what you said, your ego will go into one of the 7 sins. So if you're like really nice, you could go into lust, which means you like people and you want to help people, but you're also more susceptible to being charmed.
Yes. You know, that actually reminds me of a little bit. It reminds me a bit of Catherine, actually.
Oh,
When you're
yeah.
when you're having to climb up, and at the very end, you make your final choice.
Yeah.
And all that. I actually want to do a video on that eventually. That's always been such an interesting game to me. I never finished it, but that was always it's too good for the kind of game it is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But yeah, but off topic, but yes.
Yeah. But what they showed was Wrath, where Wrath makes your character much stronger and deals way more damage, and he's way more likely to help you help your teammates do an assist attack, which is when you attack, you're right next to someone, they have like a 70% chance to follow up and hit them, but it increases your chance. But the insanity meter, which is if you use too many moves, you'll go insane and start killing your own dudes.
Okay.
That goes up way faster in Wrath.
Oh.
And when it happens, you're twice as strong.
That sounds awesome.
So, all 3 of us will have our own like egos that will determine our builds by how we talk.
Yeah. I actually like this a lot. Actually, there's a lot that could happen there. Now, if everything is in depth. My problem with some of these things that can happen is that they can be like, oh well, these are in depth, but then like the other ones are shallow at best.
Yeah.
I need all these to be deep, but also I don't have too much of that fear.
I also think it's taking place in the same world as Caligula, which is the Persona 1 and 2 guys.
Oh really?
New Persona game. Yeah. They even have a Caligula crossover outfit.
Oh, that's funny.
But
Are we getting another game of that too?
yeah, Caligula 2, which is Caligula honestly looks way better than Monarch, but I'm still going to give Monarch a shot because it really impressed me with a lot of what it's doing.
There's also some good ideas there.
Yeah. And
We'll do a whole separate video on Caligula because I still need to finish. I still need to play Caligula. I haven't finished. I haven't even started Caligula.
yeah.
I own it for the PS4 as well. I still have not played or seen one in that game. I guess.
Thank goodness you get on the Switch.
Guys, help me with my recommendation of 14. Give me moving 14. I'm begging you. But yes, keep going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a second world called Hell.
Nice.
Yeah, you go to hell, and that's where all of the fights and bosses are. And you want to find a way to get out.
Thrash up those demons.
Or fiends.
Fiends.
They're not demons.
Yeah,
I promise you
yeah.
guys.
Just don't call them demons, guys. They're definitely not demons. But yeah, so we're done with that. But we have another big topic, which had happened today. What's going on there, Joshua? You good there?
I'm trying to find the Bandai Namco stream for E3.
Oh, is that happening?
Yeah, but I can't find it anywhere.
Okay, interesting. Anyways, off of his tangent of trying to find Bandai Namco there, because E3 is still going on. We finally saw what SMT5 is going to look like.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it already got leaked like November time. It was supposed to be the release date, like a week ago or something. But we still had no gameplay for what this game was going to look like. And that happened. And I saw it maybe 20 minutes before these guys had gotten here. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah. So it starts off with how the last trailer ended, which is main character goes to the new Tokyo, which is alternate universe or whatever, and he sees Lucifer and he's like, well, shoot, I'm gonna die. And then Sam from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance pops up and he's like, no, it's not your time yet. Grabs your hand, and then they have a magical girl transformation. An SMT5 protagonist gets long flowing purple hair and like cyberpunk suit and a lightsaber.
Yes, it was out of left field or sealed, and I welcome it though. I like it.
And then they're like, hey guys, you know how we wanted SMT3 Nocturne to be open world? Like, and you would see demons running around and flying in the sky, and we couldn't do that on the PS2. Well, now it's here.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, and you can run into punch demons, and they will fight you. And
It looks great. The world looks great. It is a true apocalypse-looking setting. I'm confused of why this is happening or how this is linked to any of the other SMT games, actually. But that's all for it to be undiscovered. And the release date we got was
November 12th, 2021.
Last year.
And that gives us not much time at all to finish things. I'm like, oh well, for you guys, for me over here,
For you,
yeah, it's,
He's got to do,
I have to do 2 and 3,
and he has to do 2, 3, 4.
I'm not counting Apocalypse.
Yeah. We're just gonna pretend Apocalypse isn't canon, so we don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also want to talk about Strange Journey as well, but that's
Yeah.
Is it linked to any other games, or that's its own universe?
It's also in universe.
Okay.
Pretty much. Oh, are you gonna do If before it comes out?
I'm going to try to. I want to do If before I play Monarch.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
have
gonna
to
do.
do it before I play Mario. as well.
Okay, I don't have to.
Yeah.
I could say something. Spoilers.
Yes.
The routes are dependent on your party members, not by your alignment.
Yeah, which is what they're doing with
Yeah.
Monarch.
That's neat.
But our main issue we have with it is that it very much is just you pretty much just want to pick the right person to have the true ending with, and the other ones are kind of just awful endings, unfortunately. And that's why we hope this is a much different system. But in all honesty, them trying to come back and make a game, I think they do realize that, hopefully, and we don't have that same issue.
Yeah, and then we're gonna.
Even then, if they do, I still don't feel like it'll be a bad game.
And then we'll all have our different routes. Like, I'll probably pick Hope.
I have no clue yet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. The thing is that everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Adam the Monkey Brain, you're gonna pick the big aggressive boy." But I'm like, that's not me though. I'm not an aggressive boy. Well, I am, but like,
That doesn't mean you'd pick the gluttony route.
yeah. I'm an aggressive boy, but it's just it's out of good faith generally.
Good faith. Is he gonna pick the faith route?
The Gordon route, obviously.
He doesn't have.
Oh, well, I'm gonna.
But
My fan fiction of Gordon
moving back to ST5, there was a lot of things I noticed that I was like pausing every freaking frame of that video, going.
It's like the zoom in like 100% every time.
So we need to talk about some things.
What?
First of all, Vitality's back. Thank goodness.
Vitality, like the stat?
Yeah, the stat.
Oh wow! Wait, did they get rid of that?
They got rid of that in 4, so everything was super squishy and died too fast.
Oh wow! Okay.
But
As in, you died, or the enemies died?
Everyone died too fast.
Oh yeah. Were you telling me like the first like 20 minutes of 4 or something like that is like the hardest thing about 4?
Yeah. If you can get past the first like 2 hours, why would you say that out?
I'm glad I have editing so I can edit that out.
yes.
But what was I saying?
And the stat.
Oh yeah, Vitality. Like in SMT4, because Vitality is so you don't have it and you die so fast. The first like 2 hours of the game are insanely hard, and everything after that's all right. You can do it, whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's back, so we have actual health.
Good.
And defense. And then other things I noticed were there's a Kagutsuchi bar, which is like Kagutsuchi is what demons feast on in Nocturne, and no other SMT game. And I noticed you had like insanely broken skills, like you can spend your entire Kagutsuchi bar to crit instantly. And I was like, what's that mean? Kagutsuchi? A second MP bar, maybe?
Did they not confirm it?
They didn't say what it did. They just showed that some skills use Kagutsuchi, and it was a bar on the screen. One thing made me mad. Magic or physical skills still use MP in 5. I didn't like that in 4.
You really?
Yeah, I didn't like that in 4. They kept it.
How do they still have that? Like freaking in Persona 5, we freaking use health for our physical attacks. How does that game get that right, but SMT can't?
And then they also got rid of guns for Vitality, and I don't know what I would prefer, but
but I like guns though.
Me too.
Yeah, especially.
How does Persona 5 get this right? Gosh, freaking damn it!
Well, they're trying to be like every SMT.
Yeah, so this is a lot like Nocturne.
I saw a lot of things that made me think of Nocturne.
Other things. When his demon leveled up, on the bottom right screen said Kamizawa skills can learn 0. And I know that Kamizawa means God skill. Something like that, right?
Huh.
Yeah, that.
So I'm thinking we're getting like extra skills, and these might be what use Kagutsuchi.
Interesting.
And then the main character had his own unique physical skill.
Okay.
A lot of demons had their own unique skills from the trailer.
Yeah.
And they had that press turns back. It looks amazing. Like
I liked.
They even like when you try to attack a demon, it zooms up, shows you what he's weak and resistant to if you've hit it before, and then you can hit him, and it's rad.
Yes. Wait a second. Oh no.
Oh yeah, moon phases are back.
Well, I'll say afterwards.
Gotcha.
I found a Japanese trailer just.
Oh yeah, and we got little more lines about demons and gods controlling Tokyo instead of humanity.
There was a little more gameplay stuff shown. Some sort of like cinematic.
Yeah, like his own, the main character's spinny physical skill.
So, showed off some.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's so many stuff to speculate, and they showed the character like running through the world, sliding down stuff, jumping over stuff. Freaking Seth flying above him in the background. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be better than. It just looks like it's going to be better than 4 by far. Probably Nocturne as well. But that one might be sacrilegious, so I'm not going to say that out loud, even though I just did.
Not finished. I'm not saying. But it looks better than 4.
Yeah.
And it looks better than 1 because it dated.
Yeah. It needs a remake really bad.
And for SMT5, they said they were going to try to bring back the social commentary on Japan that 1 and 2 had. Like,
Yeah.
1 was about Japan's fears and anxieties about not having a military and being protected by a religious nutcase president that could possibly show up at one point that would just nuke everyone. So they were really scared, and then SMT1 brought those anxieties into a game.
Yeah.
But SMT also brought anxieties of Japanese nationalists who are too in love with the times, bringing back World War II.
You see a lot of those themes actually in
Yeah.
In Raido actually, which is really funny. And all that.
And it's like heavy stuff, but that's the sort of stuff they want to bring back for 5.
Yeah, and also if anybody doesn't realize that's just the whole thing about SMT is that doesn't really try to hold back too many swings generally for its kind of stuff. So if you're kind of sensitive to that stuff, I do not recommend it in that lights.
Yeah.
Also, kind of get over yourself playing it because it's a good game.
It's amazing. And they also wanted the feel of Nocturne, which they got down more than Nocturne did, because they got the original idea for Nocturne's world down, which Nocturne couldn't do. And they got the quality of life features that 4 has, like being able to see how many buffs and debuffs, the weaknesses and resistances if you've already hit them. That stuff.
The battle theme
was rad. That was freaking rad.
Yeah.
It was metal mixed with like
it sounded
techno.
like the 4 battle theme. The music that was playing.
Yeah.
But,
and it fits because the metal comes from the demons and like the hell landscape, and the techno bits comes from your magical girl cyber body.
Yeah.
oh,
But yes, regardless, despite E3 being mostly a disappointing crap this year, pretty much.
It sucked.
And you know, side tangent. We're adding a little